unfairly treated today at work. My name kept getting called. I was doing a great job. I kept getting sabotaged, tempted, so my button can get pressed and I can go out of character, because I know that I'm a great person and I know I won't be tolerating that, and there will be hell to pay for that, without a doubt.
It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another episode of Hood Tales. In this video, let's take it to Eastpointe, Michigan, to discuss the recent headlines of a workplace dispute that left a single mother of 6 gone, and the woman who's being held responsible. But before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Stay tuned until the end to hear the full story. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. On the morning of Thursday, July 10th, 2025, a McDonald's restaurant in Eastpointe, Michigan, became the scene of a shocking and cruel act of workplace aggression. 39-year-old Jennifer Harris, a beloved shift manager and mother of 6, came face to face with a coworker she had known and worked alongside for months. This is the devastating story of how a workplace dispute escalated into a fatal encounter, and how a single mother, known by loved ones as Jama, lost her life while simply trying to provide for her family. Jennifer Harris was known for her kindness, her dedication, and her love for her 6 children. For 15 years, she worked at the McDonald's on 9 Mile in Eastpointe, Michigan. She was more than just a manager. She was a mentor, a provider, and a second mother to many of her coworkers. Her eldest daughter, Antonia Griffin, remembers her as selfless. She said her mother was the best mom anybody could ever ask for, that she woke up every day and went to work for her and her siblings, and that she lost her life doing her job to take care of them.
Mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us.
Those words now echo through a grief-stricken family, because that Thursday morning, Jennifer Harris didn't return home. Early Thursday morning started like any other shift. Jennifer Harris was overseeing the breakfast rush at the Eastpointe McDonald's on 9 Mile and Schroeder Avenue. As the morning progressed, she got into a verbal dispute with one of her employees, 26-year-old Afeni Muhammad. According to reports, the dispute was over Afeni's work performance, so Jennifer made a managerial decision. She sent Afeni home early. Afeni's response was, "She'll be back." Jennifer and the rest of her morning crew continued on their day, serving customers and fulfilling their duties, probably not taking heed to Afeni's last words before leaving. What should have been a temporary cooling off period quickly spiraled into something much darker. According to coworkers, Afeni returned just 5 minutes later, wearing a mask. A witness recalled seeing Afeni return, saying she came back with a mask on her face and the only thing they saw was her hands, and that's how they knew it was her.
With a mask on her face, and the only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her.
And in those hands was a kitchen knife. Afeni entered through the employee entrance and approached Jennifer. Without any warning, she allegedly began stabbing her repeatedly, up to 15 times, according to reports. Employees screamed. One tried to intervene but couldn't stop the onslaught. Witnesses say Jennifer was wounded everywhere. The encounter was described as frenzied and merciless, but all of a sudden, an unexpected intervention. A customer sitting in the drive-thru who was legally carrying a firearm saw what was happening. He fired a warning shot into the air, attempting to stop the attack. The bullet didn't hit anyone, but it worked. Afeni allegedly dropped the knife and fled toward the parking lot. The customer pursued her with his weapon drawn and detained her near her vehicle until police arrived. According to the Eastpointe police lieutenant, the Good Samaritan actually showed courage by running after the suspect and was able to detain her.
He absolutely did the right thing. He showed, so to speak, heroism.
The scene at the fast food restaurant was chaotic. What had just occurred shocked everyone there. Jennifer Harris was rushed to a local hospital, but despite emergency efforts, she succumbed to her injuries. Jennifer's slaying shattered the lives of her children, 6 young people now left without their mother, and her community is left grappling with the senselessness and confusion of it all. A coworker expresses that they were shocked. They couldn't believe it. They were devastated. They never would have thought something like this was going to happen there.
I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. I never would have thought something like this.
The McDonald's franchise owner released a statement saying, "We are deeply saddened by this tragic incident. Physical harm of any kind is unacceptable in my restaurants." The restaurant closed temporarily, but the scars from that day will remain long after the doors reopen. Jennifer's children knew Afeni. They were introduced to her by their mother. They described her as being pleasant towards them, even giving the younger ones stickers. They said their mother looked out for Afeni and treated her kindly.
We met the lady and everything. I don't understand.
However, Afeni had a very different perspective. Afeni Muhammad was arrested at the scene. During her interview with detectives, she admitted to the heinous crime, saying her intentions were to end Jennifer's life. She told detectives that after she got sent home, she told Jennifer she would be back. She left in her car, drove to a nearby park, got back into her car, drove back to McDonald's, put a mask on, grabbed a kitchen knife from her car, entered through the back employee entrance, and walked up to her manager, Jennifer, and began the vicious exchange, ultimately taking her manager out. Further investigation into Afeni's actions uncovered a person who claimed to have been picked on at work by her manager, but also had a pattern of disturbing behavior. Afeni's verified Instagram account used the name Official Risen Phoenix. She's an aspiring rapper. Her music to some may be considered strange, or as one commenter described as demonic. She also has a YouTube channel that features a visual for her song, Accept Me for Who I Am, uploaded 4 months ago. That video has now garnered over 26,000 views and hundreds of comments. In the lyrics of her song, she repeats, "I'm done playing these damn games." On July 8th, 2 days before the incident, Afeni posted 2 Instagram videos complaining about who some believed to be Jennifer, accusing her of being a bully.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. It isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on. And then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right. But we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked. And I caught her a few times making a mistake. And she tried to hurry up and play it off. Nobody's perfect. It's McDonald's. It happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
Somebody might get confused. So it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity and shit that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative she's saying about, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That's crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody gonna have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, she could keep bending if she wants to, but shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't. Then one day she coming in there talking about some, yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun on my kids since this and that. Well, telling us that, like, the f you telling us you pulled a gun on your kids for? You sound like a psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun on your kids. Like, I'm like, what the f you telling me this for? Like, to think she's like, trying to make it seem like that she big dog or something. Don't talk about telling me about you pulling the gun on a kid. I don't like, shit doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? Shit doesn't scare me. If she thought she was trying to intimidate me, that didn't intimidate me at all. I don't give a fuck about her telling me about what the f she did. Maybe that's why they always fighting her, to defend themselves. They probably felt like their life was threatened. The f out of here with that shit.
Another Instagram reel from weeks prior to Jennifer's slaying, Afeni talked about being approached at work and not liking how the interaction made her feel, and what would potentially be done about it.
I was wrongfully treated today at work. I was literally physically tapped on a lot of times. My name kept getting called. I was doing a great job. I kept getting sabotaged, tempted, so my button can get pressed and I can go out of character. So although I went out of character, all I could say was stop talking to me. That's all I could say. Stop talking to me. And to walk into my space, still bothering me, and I said, get away from me. Please get out of my space if you don't mind. I can't talk right now, and you still continue to touch me. That made me very unhappy. It was ridiculous. Because I know that I'm a great person, and I know I won't be tolerating that. So since they decided to bully me, let the universe show them what's next. Because it wasn't right. It was ridiculous. And there will be hell to pay for that. Without a doubt.
In another bizarre Instagram clip, Afeni appears to be carrying a bird that is no longer living and laying it in the grass, prompting concern about her mental state. She also uploaded a video to Instagram dated from March 2024, where she talks about issues with a roommate or neighbor, where she accused the person of wanting something in exchange for helping her out, and how she helped them through some medical problems and treatments. She also shared her financial struggles.
I'm just sitting at this park right now. I wanted I had to talk to my neighbor Wayne again and like clear up everything with him, because how I said how like he always like he always like look at me a certain way or something, and I told him that like I don't want to have sex. I told him that. So it's like, sometimes he would give me something to eat or something if I didn't make anyone on Instacart. I get that. But I told him like I don't want him thinking that that I owe him that just because he do that for me sometimes. I want him to think that I owe him sex. So now like after I told him that, it's like he's been crying and crying and telling me he think I use him. Dismissing everything that I do for him and did for him. Dismissing the fact that he had this condition that he'd been going through for a long time and nobody can help him. But me, I helped him get through it. And I cook, and I don't have a lot of money, but I still make money at work, but I don't have a car right now. I'm still working to get in a car. And he feels like I owe him sex. And now he's mad and crying and trying to make me feel guilty. I need to just calm down. I'm gonna be okay. But I should have known. I'm playing my peaceful music so I don't have to listen to you doing this, and you're interrupting my music call on my phone. Please leave me alone.
You told me you never ignore me.
Stop. Stop. Please. Please leave me alone. I don't want to with you. I don't want to. So stop. I already talked to myself. I don't want to with you. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Some online users described her post as psychotic and disturbing, while others sympathized with her and pointed out her potential mental health issues. Her Instagram account has since accumulated more attention, acquiring thousands of followers and comments. It seems that maybe Afeni has gotten the attention she so longingly craved. Afeni was arraigned on July 11th in the 38th District Court via Zoom. She now faces multiple charges: first-degree premeditated hit, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent, and habitual offender second offense. During the arraignment, her court-appointed attorney mentioned that Afeni was a high school graduate pursuing online courses to become a physical therapist. He also stated that she had a history of alcoholism, had been in volatile relationships, and once helped someone who is 60 discover a skin cancer diagnosis. Could this be the person that she was referring to in the roommate video? Maybe, maybe not. Prosecutors, however, painted a much different picture. They alleged Afeni premeditated the attack. They revealed she had a prior conviction for stabbing someone in a separate incident in Virginia. That individual survived. That's why she has the habitual offender charge. Afeni's attorney stated that there are facts in the case that will come out in trial that may somehow show reasonable doubt despite the substantial amount of evidence against Afeni. The state disagreed. The judge set Afeni's bond at $25 million cash bond. They deemed her a potential flight risk since she basically had no roots in the state of Michigan. She is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Sadly, Jennifer's slaying is not an isolated tragedy. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, over 2 million American workers experience workplace violence every year. Hospitality workers, especially those in fast food, are increasingly vulnerable. Verbal disputes happen, but they shouldn't end in a life loss. And it seems like it has become more common during the last 5 years, and now it's as if it happens every day. May Jennifer Harris rest in peace. My deepest condolences to her family and everyone who loved her. She was more than a manager. She was a mother, a provider, and a protector. Her life was cut short in a senseless act, one that her children will carry with them forever. In the end, she lost her life doing what she had done every day for over a decade, working hard to provide for her family. May her story remind us of the fragility of life and the urgent need for compassion, intervention, and justice. Afeni could have simply just left and found another job like most people do if she didn't like the person she worked for. While I know having a record can make it difficult to find work, it's not impossible. There's no excuse for her actions. Afeni was playing God, like most people do when they take a life over something other than defending themselves from physical bodily harm. While Afeni may have many issues, she is far from dumb. In my opinion, she is calculated, conniving, and well aware of her intentions. She uses her trauma as a weapon. Hurt people hurt people. And those are some of the most dangerous people to ever encounter. Fam, what are your thoughts on this tragedy? Have you ever encountered workplace issues that almost escalated into physical harm or got to that point? Let me know in the comments section below. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, consider liking and sharing. Subscribe for more stories like this and for the stories behind the headlines, because behind them all are lives forever changed. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times. Until next time.